Have dinner for you.
Good evening and welcome to the Watertown Civic Arena for tonight's SoDak 16 game against the Northwestern girls basketball team and the Del Rapids St. Mary's girls basketball team. My name is Sam Mooney, and joining me in the booth is the handsome and talented Brian Norberg.
We're back.
Norberg's back. Look, there he is, live and in the flesh.
I've missed you, partner.
Man,
I've missed you.
It's nice to have you. Jeremy did a great job. Appreciate Jeremy filling in.
Yes.
It's nice to have you back, brother.
I did see Jeremy, and it was kind of awkward. You know, we had a discussion after
did you guys,
the last game.
Snap your fingers?
No, not to that level, but you know, there was some awkwardness with us, but no, just kidding. He did a great job from what I hear, and I got to sit in the stands by my wife and watch our youngest play his final season, and so that's over with now, and moving on. It's good to be back here. Good to be back. Playing hurt tonight, Sam. A little cold, so I apologize for the listeners.
That's all right.
Playing hurt, but we're gonna fight through it.
But you're a warrior. You'll get right through it.
Yeah,
it's not the first time load management is not in your vocabulary. That's my understanding.
Let's look at it this way: a lesser athlete probably would not be able to do this tonight, but we're gonna fight through, Sam.
Well, it's nice to have you back, man. We've got an exciting basketball game between the 8 seed and the 9 seed tonight. Let's start with Del Rapids. What do we know about Del Rapids?
Well, first of all, Del Rapids St. Mary's, so let's not confuse with Del Rapids Public to start off.
That's fair. Del Rapids St. Mary's.
And to be honest, I was going to lean on you for a lot of knowledge on Del Rapids St. Mary's. I do know they give up. I do know they score 58 points a game, and they give up 42.
Very good. Very
good.
For
my statistician that told me that before tonight's game.
So here's what I know. Well, this is what I know about Del Rapids St. Mary's. They're coached by Ed Gustafson, who's been around for about 45 years. Okay, so he's a very knowledgeable coach. He comes to Del Rapids St. Mary's by way of Pipestone, where he spent about 40 years. So he's only been here for about 3 years. So the cool thing about him, though, is that he came to South Dakota to retire. So he comes to South Dakota to retire with his wife, and then somebody found him, he said, and then now here he is coaching.
Yeah.
So pretty cool story there. We'll get to him a little later. We'll have plenty of time to talk to him. The gal that we really need to watch for Del Rapids St. Mary's is Madeline Hansen, number 21. She's a senior guard. She can shoot outside, inside. She just scored her 1,000th point, career point last week. And Brian, she's headed to DSU.
DSU, going to be a Trojan.
Yeah.
Madeline Hansen.
Yep. So
senior.
Yep. She's coming off an ACL injury, so she missed a majority of last year, and she's still able to come back with 1,000 career points.
Well, I see we have a Libas on the roster.
Yes.
Yeah.
Addison
just going through
Libas.
some names. Addison. Yeah. She had a brother, I believe, just finished up maybe at Northern. Connor Libas.
You would know that better than me, man. That's why you're the GOAT. Like your basketball knowledge is endless. So that's what we know a little bit about. Getting into a little bit about the Lady Cardinals. Then focusing to Northwestern, head coach is Jason Sparling. What's cool about this matchup, Brian, is that neither one of these programs have been to a state tournament in over 20 years.
Really? Wow.
So one of these teams is gonna break that. They're going to change the culture of their program.
Yeah, someone's going to punch their ticket for the first time in a long time.
Yeah.
Surprising with the amount of great volleyball teams that Northwestern has had. Obviously, anyone listening knows that. So they've had some athletes. But yeah, what an opportunity to one of these two teams punch their ticket tonight.
Yeah, it's pretty great. And going back to Northwestern's coach, Jason Sparling, he's got a couple things in common with you. He won a state title as a player, 1991 state title. As a player.
Where?
So that's
Northwestern. At Northwestern.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we've been in the Buckle-Hide era.
Yep.
Is my guess then. So would it? Yeah, the Buckle-Hides. Well, let me think here, because then you had Warner during that time. Yeah, I saw one of the Buckle-Hide boys when I walked in here. Should have asked him, Scott or Chad. But yeah, that's exciting.
Yeah.
So 91, that same year my brother would have graduated, and I'm just trying to think who they would have. Who won it that year? I think it probably was Northwestern, and then the next year it was potentially Warner and Harold, and the Warner people would not want me to talk about that game. But anyway,
we won't.
Yeah,
we won't. So he's got that pretty cool. He's trying to duplicate something that you did come the win the state title as a player and as a coach.
Okay.
So that's pretty impressive. They are down a couple of starters. They lost number 2, Ella Buckelheid.
Buckelheid, yeah. So one of Buckelheid.
Yep.
Okay.
Lost her to an MCL injury. And then they lost Josie Sparling to an ACL. And so we will see some heavy minutes from Kylie Henjum tonight, who's a 5'11", 7th grade center.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So we'll see some heavy minutes from her. Northwestern, the Wildcats, are led by number 44, Adriana Radigan. She's a 6'2" senior center, and she'll be taking her talents next year to Mitchell.
She's going to Dakota Wesleyan now.
Yes.
So they have some good size, Sam.
Yes.
Looks like they have some pretty good size here up front.
And I did talk to Coach Gustafson from the Lady Cardinals, and I asked him, if you were coaching against your team, how would you attack you? And he said the amount of size that they have, he said, I can't imagine that they'll do anything but try to take advantage of us underneath. And so I asked him, I said, how do you simulate that size in practice? That's hard to do. And he looked at me and he smiled and he said, no, it's not as hard as you would think. He said, I got the boys there. So he brought the Delaware Rapids St. Mary's boys.
Yeah, yeah.
And then so the girls practice against the boys.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, you see that a lot at the college level for sure. So do we know, and I apologize to the listening, the audience, the listeners here, but do we know who each team beat to get to this point in their postseason? Not to put you on the spot, Sam. We should have checked that before, obviously.
Well, we had
Typically, the color guy has this type of information, so I apologize to all that are listening here.
Had it here.
So Northwestern, did we get a win over Wilmot, possibly?
I
Wilmot
believe
on the 27th,
Wilmot.
Would that be right?
Yep, I believe it was Wilmot.
That's who Northwestern took out. Okay,
Yeah,
looks
they
like we
took
got National
Wilmot.
Anthem coming up here.
Okay, so we're about 19 seconds away here. We're going to turn it over to Ryan Neal. He's going to give us starting lineups, intro. We're going to do the greatest song ever composed, and then we'll be back, and we'll see if it's like riding a bike, Norbert.
Good evening and welcome to tonight's SoDak 16 tournament action featuring the visitors on the scoreboard, the Northwestern Wildcats, and the home team on the scoreboard, Del Rapids St. Mary's Cardinals. These schools are members of the South Dakota High School Activities Association and have adopted the rules under which the games are conducted. A strong commitment to excellence, fair play, sportsmanship are all vital to these games. The Activities Association and their corporate partners, Sanford Health, Dakota Bank, Farmers Union Insurance, Billy Yamamoto, and the South Dakota Army National Guard appreciate your recognition of the values being taught at this event. Officials for tonight's matchup are Nick Ammon, Luke Anderson, and Patrick Deutsch Jr. These officials are licensed by the South Dakota High School Activities Association, and their experience and integrity qualify them to administer the rules of the game. As fans, you are expected to treat them with respect they deserve. At this time, would you please stand as able, remove your caps or cap, and honor America as we honor America with the playing of our national anthem. Veterans in active duty military not in uniform may salute the flag. Ladies and gentlemen, our national anthem. let's meet tonight's cheerleaders and reserves for both teams. We'll start with the cheerleaders for Del Rapids St. Mary's. Lily Becker. Ellie Carlson. Ariella Evers. London Lafortin. And Molly Myers. Cheer coach is Cammie Bacon. And now for the reserves, starting with the visitors on the scoreboard, the Northwestern Wildcats. Number 1, Sienna Kessler. Number 2, Ella Buckingham. Number 5, Josie Sparling. Number 10, Lily Haven. Number 12, Michaela Schmidt. Number 14, Alexis Cramp. Number 20, Rachel Melius. Number 25, Teresa Melius. Number 34, Taylor Fetter. Number 35, Kylie Henjum. And number 45, Kira Radigan. And now the reserves for Del Rapids St. Mary's. Number 3, Reagan Griffin. Number 11, Jody Klein. Number 12, Madeline Klein. Number 13, Harper Wordle. Number 14, Stephanie Garrett. Number 20, Lucy Vargas. Number 25, Sophie McIntosh. And number 30,
Well, there we go, Normie. The stage is set.
You can sense the excitement, Sam.
I tell you what, before we get going, shout out to both these schools and their communities. The arena looks great tonight.
Yeah, crowd filing in on the early start, but filling in nicely. We got a nice contingent from Del Rapids St. Mary's and the Northwestern people up north. So yeah, good crowd here tonight.
And we are officially underway. So for those of you that are watching at home or on your phones or wherever you may be, let us know where you're from, who you're rooting for, and maybe Norbert will give you a shout out on right here live on Aero TV. So Brian, you played in a lot of these games. You played at a lot of these games at the high school level and at a college level. What separates this type of game from your normal, Thursday night game?
Yeah, I think there's multiple things. The excitement in the air is definitely different than a regular season game. Everything stepped up a notch, and a lot of times the challenge is for the girls or boys to settle in, right? Just settle in and play the game. There's usually a lot of pent-up energy, and so you see a little short there on the jumper, but typically probably part of the battle is settling in those first few minutes, and then it gets into a normal game, but the intensity is higher. Everything's a little bit more important.
Is there added pressure maybe as we get a wide open three? Bank is closed after 5. Is there any added pressure with being in a bigger arena? Do you think that they feel that at all, or no?
I don't think necessarily the bigger arena. It is different than where both of these two would have played the majority of their games. They may have played in some classics and some bigger arenas, but I think the atmosphere is good. The crowd is here. They sense the excitement. They got everyone in the community pulling for them. I just think always the struggle was to get them to not do things out of character, to stick with what got them here.
Great defense there underneath by number 44, Adriana Radigan, 6'2" senior center. We talked about her, and that's what Northwestern is going to want to do, is play good defense, tight defense underneath, and
even with some of the injuries they have, good size up front. It's going to be tough sledding down there against Radigan, but they're going to look like they're going to go after.
It's like a Dikembe Mutombo show down there, Brian.
Yeah, interesting defensively. What Northwestern is doing there. I don't think they're going to want to bring Radigan out of the paint if they can help it. So they're going to leave her in the paint as much as possible and try to protect the rim all night.
I tell you, if Northwestern can play this inside-outside game with the size that they have, if they can make some of these threes, they're getting wide open looks.
Yeah, both teams, both ends. I don't know if we've hit the rim yet. Northwestern has gotten some good looks, just nothing to go yet early.
Talking to Coach Sparling from Northwestern, he said that his goal was not to allow Del Rapids to shoot 15 three-pointers.
Okay.
They want 15 or less. And he said, and he goes, hopefully if they're under 15, that they'll make 4, 5, 6 of them, but he does not want them shooting threes. And then we get a wide open one there.
Yeah, it'll be interesting here as this goes on to kind of see what Northwestern is doing on the defensive end, because definitely I think to their game plan, leaving some shooters open, Sam, early, and we'll see kind of how that plays out, what they're trying to do there.
Early foul on number 2, that's Brianna Griffin. She's got a tough assignment, Brian. She's all of 5'8". She's got 6'1" and 6'2" down there.
Yeah, we definitely see where Northwestern has some advantage on the front line. Looks like Del Rapids is not afraid to put it up. Neither is neither is Northwestern. So even though Northwestern has some size, they put some up early from the perimeter. I'm sure they want to attack the rim as much as possible.
Ooh, tough shot. I tell you what, number 23 for Del Rapids is Madeline LeBrun. She's a freshman, and she is battling hard underneath, playing defense. Yeah,
so Madeline's a freshman. Assuming there's a relation to the LeBrun family that I believe one is committed to South Dakota State. I'm not sure what the actual relation is there, but definitely some athletes under that name down in that area.
Offensive rebound here, controlled by Northwestern, and And we got our first points of the game.
You got our first bucket, Sam.
Northwestern really traveled well, Brian. There's a lot of people here from Northwestern.
It's exciting.
It
Whole
really
community
is.
gets behind you. I believe that's something the smaller communities in the state have that has fallen by the wayside in some of the larger communities. And we're speaking in South Dakota terms there when I say larger. But
yep.
yeah, I think Coach Gustafson might be more concerned about offensive rebounds, giving up offensive boards. He's getting a bucket there to match.
Yeah, that's Madeline Hanson. She's going to DSU next year, and she just scored her 1,000th point. So she is awfully talented.
A lot of times against size, you're gonna have a game plan to combat them down there, Sam. But when the shot goes up, that's when it's the toughest, right? You don't have a game plan for good size that you can't combat, can't match up with. So that's going to be a struggle or something to keep an eye out for St. Mary's as this game goes on.
With all the size advantage that Northwestern has, you know, you tell me, you're better looking and smarter than I am. Is there a noticeable speed difference between the two teams this early on?
Not that you're asking a lot out of me to determine that at this point, but no, I would not see. I would say on the perimeter, kind of quickness I would just at first glance.
Wow, good shot there by number 5, Jenna Miller. Sorry, go ahead.
No, great layup there, great steal and finish there by Miller. I think both teams settling in a bit.
Wow, real good patience there by Northwestern breaking the press. A lot of offensive rebounds. Oh, I thought maybe and then one there.
Oh boy, thought she got one on the second there.
Yep.
Mr. Deitch did not agree.
You know, Del Rapids just keeps attacking the basket, and you know, and the heck with the size, they're just going right at him.
Yeah, they've been aggressive, and it's interesting defensively. I think I assume their game plan would be, if it's more of a full court game, that favors them potentially. So they're going to try to dictate the tempo a little bit with whether it's full court pressure, all out pressure, or maybe some token pressure in the full court. We just saw it a couple possessions ago. And what Northwestern can't do is just settle, right? Yeah. So what's our game plan? What's our strength? Don't let the pressure take us out of what we had as a game plan going into tonight.
I think what I'd really like to see if I'm Northwestern right now, I mean, there's a sizable, I mean, a noticeable size advantage. And I feel like early on, they really haven't taken advantage of that yet, Brian.
Interesting you say that, Sam. It's difficult for high school teams and high school players to take advantage of size. I've come to the conclusion that when it's forced, it takes you out of everything you do. It's not in the DNA of kids as much, or teams, to have that be your first option. So I don't think teams are very good at it, to be honest, even if they have a nice post player inside. It's almost refreshing sometimes to watch a college game, because when they do have a post presence, they get the ball in there. And even watching them, you know, like my Jackrabbits with Oscar Clough right now, timing is everything, right? So if they get Oscar the ball at the wrong time, it's really a lot easier on the defense, and things get stagnant. So I think the girls have a hard time sometimes. If you're putting the ball on top of your head, looking, by the time the coach is yelling to throw it in there, it's too late, and it kind of throws them off. So it's interesting. It's not as easy as what you think. It's hard for teams.
Yeah,
but
that's interesting.
Correct. Get it in there.
Yeah, I mean, it seems pretty obvious. Maybe a little. It seems pretty obvious to me.
Yeah.
But I'm definitely not a basketball expert by any means.
I totally agree with you. I don't think it's so as natural, and I'm sure Northwestern all year has worked on it and want to get the ball into the paint. Neither team shy though tonight. They're putting it up. These girls are ready.
No, when you try to punish the paint like that and get everything underneath, it does slow the game down a little bit, no?
Yeah, and I think, again, without watching Northwestern this year, I'm assuming they would be okay with that. Yeah. With the game being slowed. It just strikes me right now that St. Mary's would want a quicker, faster-paced game. It's a nice post entry, a nice move. Drew the foul.
Yeah, number 5, that is Jenna Miller. She'll be going to the line shooting 2.
Jenna's been aggressive tonight. She's come out. She's been aggressive.
Yeah, she she just got the steal and then took it coast to
coast.
Nice
finish, yeah.
Yep. Yeah, and then you know, we're going to see a lot of Madeline Hanson too, the DSU commit. It says 5'4". We got her listed at 5'4".
Are you thinking Madela's taller than 5'4"? What are we inferring there?
I understand.
I think she looks 5'4".
You think she's 5'4"?
From where we are up top here? Yeah.
Perfectly at 5'4"?
I think so.
I don't know.
And she's obviously 5'4". Maybe on a good day she's 5'4", but she has good handles for sure.
As you see her get the offensive rebound and does her best. She's out there, Brian.
Yeah, those deep. You can tell though. She's got a nice release. You can tell she can shoot. There's a reason she has 100. You said 1,000 plus.
Yep, 1,000
Look
plus.
out.
Yep, working on it.
That's not easy to do.
Well on her way to 2,000. Be a record.
A little pressure here again.
Oh, turn it over.
Oh, you got a foul on it, Sam.
Yeah.
Late whistle.
I'd love to see that replay if we can.
Yeah, I think we got her dialed up here. Yeah, I think that was a good call. Got her on the arm a little bit.
Maybe a little body there or no?
Just up on the arm, I think. Got it. Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. Live, I thought it looked pretty good.
Great replay brought to you by Dakota Land Federal Credit Union, DFS Insurance, primary sponsors for Aero TV. For those of you that are new to Aero TV, we have 4 cameras out tonight. Is that 4 missed free throws and another offensive rebound?
Yeah, I was a little concerned on the O boards on the other end of the floor, but I would say right now, Del Rab St. Mary's definitely owning the rebounds here. Another carry. It's the second one tonight.
4 cameras for our Aero TV crew, which are all ran by students and young adults that have been doing it now with us for a few years. So shout out to the Aero TV crew. They just keep going underneath, and they're getting there, Brian.
Yeah, I don't think they want to bring Radigan out. They want to leave her under the hoop, but some dribble handoff stuff up top has been effective because there's no one there for help, and they're able to turn the corner. So if you're gonna drop Radigan right now in the paint, she's got to be able to shut the, I call it, kind of shut the water off going downhill.
Sure.
So right now they're kind of getting caught in between.
And then there you see the size too, with another block of Northwestern. It's got to be what, four blocks already this game.
And you know what? I bet Coach Gustafson is fine if Northwestern has more block shots than them tonight, right? I'm sure he's fine with that. Got to keep attacking. Percentages will play out if you're getting good looks at the rim. Sure, you're going to get your shot blocked. That's fine. Don't let it discourage you. Keep attacking.
Yeah, they definitely haven't shied away from going underneath at all.
Yeah, they're going at them. What you need to do, you can't shy away from size. It takes a whole aspect of your game out of play.
If you're Northwestern's coach, Coach Sparling, are you surprised by that strategy, going after him like that?
Yeah, I would think at this point most teams are not going to veer away. Yeah, nice pass over the top, good catch and finish.
That's number 11, or excuse me,
Haven,
number 11.
Right? Yeah, Haven with a nice layup.
Yeah, she's been solid tonight already. I mean, early, couple points, great defense. She's had 2-3 blocks already.
There's Miller again. She's active.
Yeah. Cardinals are just gobbling up offensive rebound after offensive rebound.
Yeah, Northwestern doing a little bit of washing. Another steal by Hansen comes out of nowhere.
She's a collegiate basketball player.
It's interesting. We're using Radigan against the press break here as an inbounder. It's a big target to throw it back to. She can look over the press. Doesn't look like she's real interested to put the ball on the floor, but it's causing trouble.
And you get a jump here. Aggressive play from both teams.
Yeah, and I would say, Coach Sparling wants to, he's going to ride it out here till the end of the quarter, and he's going to talk to the girls about it, but not following the game plan there against the press. But credit to St. Mary's. They're pretty quick out there, doing a nice job with the pressure. They're using Radigan to throw it back to and just look over the top. So right now, it's not working great.
About 2 seconds left to your last shot, and another block by number 11, Jody Klein. That'll do it for the first quarter. 8-6 Del Rapids. We're going to take a quick 30-second timeout. This timeout brought to you by Dakota Land Federal Credit Union.
You got a good one.
And what's your name?
Ashlyn Sitter.
What do you think of the first quarter here?
I think it's going pretty good.
Yeah. What do you think of Northwestern's chance here of making it to state and having a chance to go win a state championship?
I think their chances are pretty high. They didn't lose a single home game this year.
Yeah. Thank you for your time. Back to you, Sam and Brian.
How about that? Little sideline reporter.
Nice. When did this happen? I'm gone for half a season, and you guys now have sideline reporters.
You know, we're trying to step up the game a little bit.
Nice job, young Mog.
Yeah, Mason Mog just out there killing it.
And we found out they haven't lost a home game.
Yep. They have not lost a home game all season. Yeah, Mason Mog just doing his best Aaron Andrews impersonation.
Quarter two, Sam. Quarter. Do we have any stats running our way tonight? We got who are our stat guys?
We got we've had a little problem with DAC stats this year.
We have
but, you know, we're working on it.
Okay.
Going underneath again. It's going to stay here. Yeah, so we'll have to. Olivia's doing the stats down on at the scorers table. So we can see him here, but all we've got is fouls and points.
Yeah, okay.
But Olivia from time to time, or we will, our Aero TV crew from time to time, can put team stats up on the board there.
Maybe we'll send one of those young legs down there to get us a stat sheet, bring it up at halftime maybe, Sam.
Yeah, that's a good idea. That is an excellent idea. That's why you're the best in the business, Brian. Little midi there. Okay. Like to see that.
Boy, she looked comfortable stepping into it.
Yeah, she sure did.
She's not surprised. Good to see her get a good look.
Ties it up here at the start of the second quarter. Northwestern student section starting to come alive.
You can tell Hanson, she's constantly hunting for that shot. Definitely their go-to.
First green bean. That's number 4, Addison Livis. She's got a nice shot. You talked about it earlier, Brian.
Yeah, for sure. Nice looking release there. Here comes the pressure again. See if we can get Northwestern out of the quarter, handle a little bit better. Just don't feel real comfortable like they have that one person to break it. They're gonna have to do it as a team.
Well, I've seen a couple times there that Ashley Haven has had position and she's just not getting it underneath. Brian, I really think they got to take advantage of that.
Yeah. I don't think Coach probably is thrilled just with that shot selection there. A little long, obviously. Another O board, Sam.
Yeah, it's a lot, Brian.
Yeah, giving up a lot of O boards.
Got her to leave her feet. Another rebound there by Haven. Northwestern pushing quick.
Got to get Radigan. She's up top here. She's up top. Maybe look at trying to get her a touchdown low. If she's going to set screen, there you go, another high low.
Oh, just right off her hands.
So judging just by how they're guarding people, Radigan has the ability, we just saw it, for her to step in and make a 15, maybe out to 3, and then they're using number 11 there.
That's Haven.
Using 11 with maybe a little high-low look.
Yeah.
Trying to get her. She's working harder in the post to seal than to get some post looks.
Impressed by Radigan's game, both offensively and defensively. It was, that midi that she put up.
Yeah.
That last possession.
Got a little flex action going here. Spring Hanson open.
Another 3. I thought we were going to have another offensive rebound.
Do we tipped out of bounds there by Del Rapids? Do we do the green bean for the visiting listeners, or is that just a Watertown thing?
I think we just do the green bean for...
Did we do the green bean this year even?
We did.
Okay,
It's nice to know you've been watching.
I think we leave... Well, I was in the stands, Sam. I was in the stands.
That's the great thing about
I should have went home and rewatched.
That's what I'm saying.
Correct.
There was many opportunities for you.
For some reason, Gabe didn't want to rewatch the game with me. Another attempt out there by Radigan.
Excellent hustle there by number 15, which is Sophia Trosky. And she's going to draw the foul. I mean, it's cool. Like, I don't even have my own name in your phone.
No.
And then
let's tell the story though to the listening. I mean, you do not have your own name. You are known as Aero TV.
Yeah, and I'm not even Sam Aero TV. I'm literally Aero TV.
Yes, but for the listeners, my son-in-law, new son-in-law, another high-low look there. New son-in-law, his name is Sam Mooney. So that would be confusing. So we went Aero TV.
I don't know, man. I feel like
I could do some Eagles, like
I mean, at this point,
I could spell out Eagles like all you Eagles fans like to do constantly, annoyingly.
Well, I mean, when you're Super Bowl champions, you can spell out whatever you want.
Well, I'm saying it only took us till the second quarter to mention that.
Another block by Haven. It's just right now, Haven is having an excellent game. There she is.
Oh, good idea.
Having a hard time getting it down to her.
Good idea, just a tad late there.
One thing that we can mention too here, Brian, and I apologize to cut you off. We do have a Dakota Land player of the game, so that shirt.
Oh yeah, I thought that was for me. But okay, yeah, great. Okay.
Well, when you don't watch,
it'd be weird saying player of the game. I don't. Yeah.
Yeah, you know, when you don't watch, it's. You know,
let's treat the kids with that for sure. So a lot of
next year though, it'll be in your contract.
Okay, yeah, we need to negotiate.
Yeah.
So the St. Mary's, a lot of dribble weave. You see it all over. Dribble handoff, ball screens. There's so much more out on the perimeter now. And they're getting looks. They're getting looks. Just not able to convert a lot at this point, but probably pretty pleased to be up 3.
Yeah, I mean, both teams right now aren't shooting at a super high percentage as we see another one missed. And if you're Del Rapids, you've seen success as you've attacked the lane, and then you're getting a lot of offensive rebounds. So you have more opportunities, but you're only up by 3 right now.
Yeah, both teams not going into the bench a whole lot here either. That's kind of interesting to see because they're going to get worn out a little bit. We'll see what role fatigue plays here as the game goes on.
We got 1 sub. Is that what we've seen all game?
I wasn't exactly keeping track, but it's interesting. Not a lot.
Yeah, I think we've seen 1 substitution. But to your credit, yeah, I mean there just hasn't been a whole lot of it. Talking to the coach
for St. Mary's here.
Talking to Coach Sparling from Northwestern, I asked him, you know, how do you slow down 21 Madeline Hansen, the DSU commit? And he said that, you know, their plan is just to bug her, you know, get hands on her,
harass her.
Yep. Try to fatigue her both physically and mentally.
Yeah. No, I think both teams defensively are kind of executing what they want done. There's been a lot of missed shots. I mean, neither team has come out on fire, but I think both teams can make the case they're getting looks. They're getting the looks they want, right? So I think there's been plenty of opportunities, just not shooting it great on either side to this point.
What's that like? I mean, I'm sure you've had that happen in your career when you've had somebody that's just a nuisance. You know, that keeps like hand checking you, keeps touching you, and just trying to get you out of your rhythm in your game. How do you combat that as a player?
Well, and I'm sure she's used to it, you know, being a fairly prolific scorer in her career. So she's pretty used to it, and some kids are really good at it. Some are better than others. We got a little zone look coming out here on the out of bounds play.
And it gets exactly what they want, which is a wide open 3.
Yeah. She's probably getting a little frustrated at this point. She's had some really good looks, Hansen has, but keep taking them, they're going to come.
Well, and I mean, what do we say? Shoot or shoot, right? Like, I mean, you're just going to keep shooting.
Right? No conscience.
Trying to go underneath and just really having a hard time getting into the Haven.
Yeah, they're doing a good job of looking for it. That's probably, you know, you're throwing that out 23, 24 foot, excuse me. You'd like to have that be 18 to 20 foot passes that much easier. And I think St. Mary's is also recognizing what they're trying to get, so their help defense is adjusting a bit.
What have you seen from Northwestern on offense that you think that they could continue to work or continue to attack on, something positive that you can take?
Yeah, it's just been interesting that Haven's definitely the low post player and Radigan's hanging out at the high post, and she's doing a good job of making herself available there. She hit the 1 jumper. You know, when you have a big body up there setting screens, kind of running interference, it can open up some driving lanes, but they're really looking hard right now. You can tell Coach wants them to get the ball in the post to Haven.
And if you're Del Rapids, you're starting to see the 3-pointers fly a little bit more. Another great rebound by Haven. I hate to keep talking about her, man, but she's impressive.
Yeah, she's been active, very active.
See if now she's got the ball in her hands up top. I don't think that's where she wants to be. And we got Radigan now looking to post up. Great pass underneath. That's the high percentage shot they need, right, Brian?
Really good job of getting it to the wing to get the better angle. The help was there, just not big enough. Sometimes your help is there, it's just not big enough. And in this case, Radigan gets an easy one.
going to get a foul here. Talking to Coach Sparling before the game, I asked him, you know, what can he tell us about his program, and he went right away to his community and to his parents. He said that there's just absolutely zero drama with the parents. The parents don't cause any problems. They let him coach. They let the players play, and he said he couldn't be more happy and thankful for those parents and for the players.
Hanson with another good look, just can't get it to go. She's a little strong on all of them to this point, kind of the back of the rim. You can see she's showing a little frustration there. To your point there, it all trickles down to the players. I mean, he benefits as a coach for sure, but when you have that type of culture in a community, especially a smaller community, that all trickles down to make things way easier for the players and for that coach to coach the players. So that's exciting to hear for Northwestern. They've won, right? Not necessarily always in women's basketball or girls basketball, whatever it's been, but they have a culture of success there, and I think they must have some good leadership with the parents, and obviously Coach Sparling does a great job.
And I really do think it starts with Coach Sparling. You know, he told me that there's you know, numerous schools that are here supporting the program. He said that his high school coach, Coach Trett.
Oh yeah, Coach Trett from Washington, yeah.
Yeah, said that.
Yeah, because Coach Trett was a Northwestern. Yeah. Okay.
He's here to support him.
Boy, Coach Trett, we didn't know. We should have brought him up. That's Coach Trett's in the house. Green Bay Packer fame. Fan anyway.
And then
there's a good move.
Yeah, good job attacking the basket there by Jenna Miller.
You know, something to keep an eye on, Sam, as they get a nice bucket there. This pressure, it's not going to create a turnover every time, but will it take Northwestern out of their half-court game? Because they definitely have a game plan to attack the basket, attack the rim with the post touches, but that pressure, you know, will it wear them down and kind of some fatigue set in? Did a nice job of breaking it, and now got to guard in the half court a bit here.
Yeah, Del Rapids is not interested with Haven getting the ball underneath.
They'll get it up.
She's going to draw the foul there.
Those are tough, right? You get down to 2 seconds, and then you get a ticky-tack underneath. There's probably one foul. They got her on the arm, but that's tough. As a coach, pull your hair out, give you some grace.
Look like a lot of ball, Brian. I think she got a lot of ball on that one, but what do I know? I'm way up here.
In my extensive middle school reffing career now,
that's fair.
So, you know, kind of they're my colleagues out there now.
That's fair. I would say so.
Yeah, they're my colleagues, so got to give them benefit of the doubt.
Speaking of colleagues, Coach Rosh from Castlewood is also in attendance today.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Cheering on and supporting Coach Sparling.
Castlewood boys, they got a big one coming up.
Yep, not a bad program there, Brian.
No, they're rolling.
13-11 as we approach the end of the first half. It's been kind of an offensive struggle, or better yet, maybe a defensive battle. What do you think? Which one?
Let's not sugarcoat it. A little bit more of an offensive struggle.
Okay.
Defense has been fine, but I would say both coaches, they would tell us right now that, offensively both teams struggled a bit.
Got Radigan to leave her feet and go right by her and she's going to draw a foul.
Yeah, I've had a few bailouts as they've attacked the rim on both ends. A few bailouts, kind of swinging. Don't really need to. Ooh. There's Haven again. She's active. She's all over the place.
Yeah, she's been pretty impressive for me, Brian. She's fun to watch. Free throws have been tough tonight.
We do not have very many seniors on Northwestern's roster. Period.
Nope.
Yeah.
Nope,
it's a young team. So.
Very young and deep.
Yeah, and you'll see that depth more next year. You get a couple girls healthy, right?
And if you're Northwestern, you're getting heavy minutes from a 7th grader tonight.
Yeah, that's right.
Gonna get a timeout here.
Yeah, before you get to 10 seconds here. Don't want to end the half with a 10-second.
I did, and I hate to keep going back to Coach Sparling, but he was so nice and so fun to visit with. I asked him, you know, if there's any story that you want us to tell. And he goes, one thing I'd like you to do, I'd like you really to make sure to give a shout out to Matt Bauer over at GPL. So they played each other earlier this year, and Coach Sparling called up Bauer over at GPL, Great Plains Lutheran in town here, and asked him if he would be kind enough to open up the gym for him. So the Northwestern gals were able to go to GPL and get a shoot around in before the game. Yep. So nice of Bauer to open up the gym for him.
Well, on the other, I totally agree. On the other side, if he would have said no, that would kind of been mean of them too. But no, they all take care of each other. Coaches know what everyone's going through, and if you can open up a gym, you let someone shoot around. It's always good. Right? Always good.
Circles back. 19.8 seconds left in this one. A 14-11 ball game. 1.2 second difference between shot clock and game clock.
Ooh. Gonna get a last look here for St. Mary's.
I think the gal that you want taking the shot's got the ball in her hands right now, right, Brian?
Yeah.
She's gonna give it up.
It's the right play. Gave it up for an open look.
Yep.
You can tell the attention goes to Nancy.
So at the end of the first half, it is Del Rapids 14, Northwestern 11. We are going to gather our thoughts, take a few-minute break here, and we will be back for the second half.
Del Rapids St. Mary's here. I'm here with
Cooper Libas
And Brock Gertz.
What do you guys think of the first half?
We're doing good, but we gotta make our threes.
Yeah.
We really know how to show them what the Cardinal pride is.
Yeah. What do you guys think of the chance to go to a state tournament and have a chance at a state title?
It's possible. If we keep playing like we're playing, we got a chance.
Agree.
Yeah. What's your relation to the team? Are you just a student fan, or do you have a sibling that's playing?
Yeah, I have a sister number 4.
And I have a sister number 14.
Nice. Thank you, guys. Back to you.
All right, Brian, we are back. Roberta Yeski says, shout out to the Northwest Wildcats. Go Cats, my brother Jason is the coach, and niece Josie was injured.
Oh, niece, okay.
Yep, so Roberta, your brother Jason, is a 10 out of 10 dude, stand-up individual. I really enjoyed visiting with him. And thanks for watching. All right, Brian, we got 4 minutes left. Recap that first half for us.
Yeah, Sam, let's break it down without our stats. So we're flying blind a bit, but I think we're safe to say the shooting percentages on both sides are not optimal at this point. St. Mary's probably feels somewhat fortunate to be down 3, to be honest, with the amount of good shots they've gotten and not been able to complete or convert. They're still in there, right? So a lot of games you shoot that poorly, you're pretty happy to be down 3. I think defensively, for the most part, they gave up a few easy buckets around the rim, but their pressure has been able to throw Northwestern off, cause a few turnovers. It doesn't need to cause turnovers every possession, but just get Northwestern out of their game, maybe their half-court game plan. So ball goes in the basket, the game changes. I've always said, you know, you watch all these games, it's amazing how everything else changes when the ball goes in the basket. On Northwestern, yeah, then on Northwestern's side of things, I think they're, you know, Coach Sparling's probably saying, hey, girls, every time we've got an inside touch, we've got a good look, right? Let's not settle for the jumper. Let's first look at inside. Let's do it with some timing, get some ball reversals. Hey, on the press, go back to what we worked on, because I guarantee they're ready for it. Guarantee it didn't, you know, it's not a big surprise. Let's calm down, slow down, let's break it together, and let's get the ball inside, and let's do it in right timing, so we're not forcing the issue. So, and of course, they can shoot it better from the outside as well. But a little offensive battle, or excuse me, defensive battle with both offenses struggling. So it'll be interesting if both teams settle down here in the second half and shoot a little bit better.
And if you're Northwestern, you know, do you want to get Radigan underneath? I mean, do you want to take advantage of that size?
I would think so. She's been somewhat reluctant to consistently go down low, and I think one of the reasons at times is that we have Haven is down there, and she's been very active. So Ashley's been very active down there, so she's kind of been relegated to that high post area, and maybe that's what they do offensively. I don't know, but I think to maybe mix that up a little bit, because I think Haven is so active and seems to be just an all-around pretty good basketball player. Maybe get her looking inside to Radigan down low as well, just to mix it up, because that just puts pressure on St. Mary's. One way or another, they're putting pressure on their help defense with that inside look.
And if you're St. Mary's at this point, I mean, are you really trying to rely on your superstar to carry you home here?
Yeah, and I think Hanson's done a nice job. She's not shot it well, right? She has not shot it well, but I think she's done a nice job of not forcing it either. I would say every shot that she has taken is been a good shot, and some open shots. So, you know, if you're Coach Gustafson, you're saying to your best player, your leading scorer, hey, keep shooting. Don't think about it. If you keep getting those looks, we know, you know, the percentages are going to play out in our favor. And she's done a nice job of finding some open people. I know Miller's been active as well.
Yeah, for sure.
And they have turned the corner, gotten some good looks, just haven't converted on everything.
Yeah, I mean, to your point, and we should probably hit on it. Although the score is 14-11, it is what it is. Both teams are taking good shots. They're just not falling. And so if you're a coach, if you're a player in this type of game, and I'm sure even with all your accolades and all the years that you've played at so many different levels, you've had to have experienced a game like this. How do you get out of it?
Yeah, you know, it's interesting. I think in all games as coaches, we overcoach all week. We overplan, you know, and then the game starts, and about 90% of that goes out the window. And then I think in the second half, a lot of it comes down to adjustment. So and it's typically a very little adjustment. What adjustment is each team going to make? Each coach going to look at to maybe flip the tide here a little bit?
Sure.
And so I'll be interested to see, but it's going to come down to really, like it always does, both teams playing good defense and see if we can start making some shots.
Yeah, I think the execution is there. It's just the finish isn't.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, is that fair to say?
Yeah, I think both teams would say, hey, they like the types of looks they're getting.
Northwestern struggling to get it in, and it does get it in, and then immediately turns it over. Not a good start for Northwestern.
No, that's, you know, coach didn't have that drawn up coming out of half, I'm guessing.
And again, have we seen any substitution from Northwestern?
There's not been a lot. There's not been a lot. So be interested if fatigue sets in here a little bit as half goes on.
You know, and we talked about it. Northwestern is young. They do not have a single senior on their team. So, I mean, do you get fatigued at that age?
Oh, for sure. No question. We don't have, you know, we don't have 4 TV timeouts per half at the high school level. So at the high school level, yeah, you have to have some depth because there's not the TV timeouts to get a 2.5-minute rest.
Look at the movement around Radigan when the ball gets kicked out to the wing. At one point there was three Lady Cardinals around her. Somebody from Northwestern is going to have to step up and make shots, because when you've got a 3-on-1, simple math tells us that somebody's open.
Yep.
Another one. Haven is just, Brian, she's all over.
Yeah, she's got to have 5 blocks to this point.
At least. At least.
Yeah, she's not having it. Get it out of there.
She's fun to watch. They're going to go right back at her. Deep 3. And another offensive rebound for Del Rapids.
The long rebounds have been really hurting Northwestern. Just the long boards. Just a lot. It's like their feet, they're stuck in mud a little bit, I always used to say. It's a good take.
Yeah, number 23 there. That's LeBron.
Yeah, LeBron on the board here.
It's a freshman.
Got another steal.
And she gets the steal, and Haven tries to get it back.
Oh.
And they're going to say that's going to go to Northwestern.
St. Mary's student body vehemently disagrees with that call.
Good turnout by St. Mary's student body. Look at all those kids. Good to see you.
Ooh,
I was going to say, maybe got away with one,
yep.
but there it comes. So speaking of referees, shout out to Nick Amon, Watertown.
Well, back after injury.
Yep.
You know.
Tore his ACL. He's an
Look
athlete.
at that guy, looking good out there. Yeah, seen him walking on the treadmill. He's been rehabbing for this.
Yep.
You're not going to hold Nick down very long.
I did see his name as a state tournament official.
Okay.
So he'll be refereeing. I forget where he's going, but trap there, gonna get a jump ball.
So
possession arrow is gonna be to the Cardinals.
Yeah, early again, the pressure here from St. Mary's bothering Northwestern. They got to settle back in, take their time, give us a ball fake here and there. Don't get it to the corner like you just did and pick it up. Not a lot of good things happen.
What do we have, 14-11 at half, Brian?
Well, yeah, 14-11 a half.
Yeah, 14-11.
5-point lead would be the biggest lead of the night so far.
Yeah, for sure. Nice little hezzy, and then another rejection.
Yeah, like we said to start the game, you know, I still think St. Mary's keep attacking. And let's be honest, with Northwestern's done, they did a nice job. A lot of blocks without fouling a lot. Like they haven't had a ton of fouls.
Yeah, that's a good point. I mean, there was that one where she caught him on the arm. Radigan did. There's a green bean. Corner 3.
And Griffin.
Yeah, corner 3 there. We haven't called her name yet tonight.
No, Griffin knocks it down. Back to the pressure too. You know, he makes baskets. Now they're allowed to press. That's the other thing. They didn't make enough baskets in the first half to really get into the press, because it's bothered Northwestern when it's been a dead ball or a made basket, but they just didn't make enough baskets. So now that they've made a couple, you can see where it's affecting the game. They get in the press.
Yeah, so talk about the press and the pressure that puts on. What does that do mentally? Forces you into mistakes, no?
Yeah, and I think teams do a good job, can do a good job against pressure for a majority game, and then it starts to wear on you. It starts to wear on you. You have to be sharp constantly, right? So I think sometimes, especially at the high school level, get tired, not just physically, but emotionally, mentally. And so they, you know, it starts to add up. You're playing the long game typically when you're pressing.
So when you start pressing in the first and second quarter, you're kind of setting it up for a lot of, hoping to set it up for a lot of success in the third and the fourth?
It can be. Or the other team gets layup after layup and gets you out of the press.
Hey, we just haven't seen that tonight.
No.
So, I mean, Del Rapids, you would expect to stay in the press then,
yeah,
right?
for sure. Yeah, for sure. They're going to stay in as long as they can until Northwestern adjusts a little bit. But right now, Northwestern just hasn't shown the ability to attack the press. They're just trying to survive it.
Del Rapids at this point is being really patient, looking for good shots, and they continue to get good shots, but like we talked about, they just haven't fallen. Hey, speak of that, that's another corner three.
So we got Griffin and Libas, two huge shots. I mean, this.
Oh boy, that full court press is really bothering Northwestern right now.
Starting to frustrate them.
Yep.
The 11-point lead feels like, you know, a 20-point lead at this point in the game until Northwestern gets some buckets put in here.
Yeah, and I think this is a pivotal spot in the game too, if you're Northwestern.
Oh, for sure, for sure.
Especially in a low-scoring affair like this, as we get a little midi.
Yeah, they're just quicker to the ball on the boards. See if Northwestern here can get something set up and press break-wise. Just calm down, get some confidence back. They need to get something good to happen here and kind of get out of this funk.
Well, and Northwestern's just not really moving a whole lot. Yeah, and he's going to get 5 seconds. Oh, we got a timeout on the other end.
Yeah, the official's going to talk it over. We got a timeout maybe from the coach. So that's a good piece of officiating there. So they gave him the timeout because, you know, Patrick is right in front of the coach, Spalding there. Oh gosh, yeah, Sparling. I've called him Sparling.
Slippy,
Coach Sparling.
slappy,
yeah.
Samsonite.
Yeah, that's it. That was way off. So Patrick's right in front of coach there, and he's calling timeout. So Nick down on the baseline had called a 5-second count, which was right on his end, but that trumps. Once one of the referees hears that timeout, it's going to trump a 5-second call. So a good piece of officiating by those fellas.
Yeah, and then they got together, talked about it.
Talked it over. Yeah. That's right. That's what good officials do.
Yeah, I agree. Wholeheartedly agree.
7th grade girls officiate. I've learned that. You know, 8th grade boys.
You know, I don't want to brag, but I've done some basketball officiating myself.
Well, you're legendary. Are you a Hall of Fame umpire in softball yet? If not, why not?
You know,
why are you not in the Hall of Fame? Do they have a Hall of Fame?
There is a South Dakota Hall of Fame.
Then I think everyone would agree it's a matter of not if, but when.
Well, you know, there's a lot of good people, a lot of better-looking people than me that are in there. So
I always was a pull hitter and slow pitch. I couldn't wait for us too impatient. Pull hitter, pop up a lot.
Yeah, I bet you know, you come out and play ball, get dust off the cleats a little bit. You know, and now you get courtesy runners and
there you go. Got a nice little press break here. Got to make him pay with the layup.
Good hustle there by Northwestern.
Get in there.
Radigan.
Go up, Radigan.
There you go.
Got to travel.
Gotta get her to travel.
She did a nice job of keeping the ball high, but just switched the feet there.
Good leadership here from Northwestern. You see number 0 trying to get everybody back together. That's the sophomore, Satter. And if you're Northwestern, I mean, you got to stop the bleeding. You have to. Oh, I thought she was going to pop it, Brian. She is. She comes up short. Good rebound by Satter. Look up. You got Haven.
Nice
there you
run
go.
out.
There you go. Get a wide open, high percentage basket.
Blackford. It's a Blackford. Nice look up there for Haven there for the layup. Nice pass ahead.
Get a stop, get another basket, you're right back in it.
Yeah, they needed to get off 11, didn't they? Nice take.
Great moves there.
First time by Hansen that she got all the way to the basket looking to score. Every time else she's got into the paint looking to pass. Only time she's really looked to the hoop is from behind the arc. So
she's got quick hands, Brian.
Yeah, she's just quick all around. There's a nice take.
Stay here. Yep.
Nice left there by Radigan.
So LeBron's got 6 rebounds, 2 steals. She leads the way.
Okay.
Even at underneath the basket there, it just seems like Northwestern's having a problem getting the ball in. Sattler goes for 3 and draws the back of the iron. Lady Cardinals are moving. She's quick, Brian. Quick in hands.
Yeah, she's kind of having the run of the court right now, going where she wants to go.
A good job by Sattler there. Or Satter, excuse me.
Oh, there's a nice look. Nice run again.
There you go.
Little answer here.
Yeah.
Okay, Northwestern's not going away. Little answer.
9-point game.
Yeah. This girl's not going to roll over here.
Rebecca Stoltenberg says, shout out to the Wildcats from Jason's other sister, Rebecca. Go Jay and Joe, go Cats. I told you, the coach is just really loved and respected, and you can see it. I mean, he's got siblings watching and rooting him on, and
yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, he's a good dude. It's a wide open 3 and missed that one altogether. So here's another opportunity.
Strung together some stops here if you're Northwestern and kind of settle down here a bit. I love them just getting the ball in and getting it right back to the inbounder, going down the middle of the floor. See if we can get that action again, because that's the right person to get it to right there too.
And if you notice, number 11, that's Haven, is inbounding the ball now for Northwestern.
That's a good move.
Yeah,
probably a good change up. I just worry about Haven getting a little tired here. She's putting a lot of miles in here. It's a good attack. Yep.
Okay, gonna draw the foul.
Nice job by Northwestern girls and Coach Sparling settling down a little bit, getting things back in order.
Oh, Brian, we got a sub.
Yeah, we got a sub. There has not been a lot of them today.
Got a sub, number 14 coming in. That's Stephanie Gureidis. I'm sure I'm pronouncing it wrong. .24-15, minute 59 left here in the third. Thought she was going to get it.
Yeah.
Good look.
Good look. You can tell she's comfortable shooting that.
Yep. There's a little too much on it.
Like to see him get the ball at the rim a little bit more here. Put some pressure on St. Mary's instead of settling a tad. Another good take.
Yeah, just attacking the rim at this point.
Griffin again.
Yeah.
She's had 2 big buckets here. Had the 3 in the corner and then the layup. She did a nice job.
26-15. Del Rapids extends their lead to 11.
Nice.
Wide open, great pass, good shot,
pass.
high percentage basket.
I really like Satter. You had mentioned it, man. She's locked in.
She really is.
Locked in, very emotional out there. That was a great feed to her teammate there.
You like the pink socks or the pink shoes with the high black socks?
I'll be honest. You play with that kind of effort and enthusiasm, you can wear whatever shoes you want, right?
For sure.
If you come with that, I love it.
I like it.
Yeah.
I mean, you look at the court right now.
Yeah, you just better play hard.
How many of these girls got high black socks on? Another great
pass.
Yeah, another great pass.
Yeah.
You know who else wears high black socks? My dad.
The copper fits, baby. They look a little bit like the copper fits, but she can pull them off. She's doing good.
And Haven comes up with a big old block.
Sam, she has to have 6 blocks.
At least. I think
we got a 7-point game. If they can close the quarter here, let's close the quarter. Get in there. Get in there.
Oh, just draws the front of the iron. This place would have went nuts.
The Northwestern contingent was ready to erupt.
And some solid outfits by Northwestern there in the front row.
Nance is going to look to get all the way to the hoop.
That is a very veteran scorer right there.
That's a killer.
All right, non-basketball question, but I got to know, what is a better look? The overalls there. We're gonna turn it down to Mason Mogg.
Yeah,
he's got an interview.
Mogg's interview right now.
Yeah,
good timing.
I need to see those overalls close up. Okay, so what's your thoughts? The overalls there, the checkered overalls, or these nice red sparkling jackets?
Yeah. It looks like the moms kind of over there went with the sparkly red jackets. So I think we'd rather have the moms in those, and then the high schoolers up front in the overalls, maybe. So I think both parties made good decisions. I think St. Mary's, Stu, I like the USA theme.
Yeah,
always love that.
Yeah,
that's a go-to. Red, white, blue, absolutely. Stars and stripes.
Can't go wrong.
Gotta love that.
Yep.
But I just love the enthusiasm both student sections are bringing tonight. And
what kind of theme could we see that maybe we haven't seen before? You got any ideas?
Like just moving forward in general?
Yeah.
You can't. I'm not creative, Sam. You can't put me on the spot like that. I'm not creative like that. I'm the worst person in the world to ask.
I think we need to come up with some sort of movement.
I think like SDSU night, maybe Jackrabbit night, something like that.
We get camo night and Hawaiian night and
I would like to see
frat boy night.
Yeah. Yeah, well, yeah, those are all great ideas. Better than my ideas.
Well,
But,
these are all,
here we go.
They're already in the playbook, you know.
Back at it, fourth quarter, 9-point game. Let's see if Northwestern kind of keep the charge on here. There we go. Go high-low. Got it.
Very nice. Very nice.
got it.
Get the rebound.
Okay.
All right, Radigan gets a rebound. Does her best Angel Reese impersonation. Misses, gets the rebound. Puts it back up. It's good.
Coach Farley out of the timeout. Girls, let's get a little high-low. Let's get it into Radigan. Let's get a bucket.
Good hands there by Satter again. Haven's playing really well, Brian. Really well.
Yeah, she really applaud her effort here tonight, and all the girls. But Northwestern could have rolled over, Sam. They could have maybe said, "Hey, not our night," but they're hanging in there.
You know, talking to Coach Farley before the game, that is one thing that he did mention. He said, no matter what happens in this game, he goes, the one thing that I can guarantee you is, he said, our girls will not quit.
No, and that's been evident.
He's been spot on with that.
Absolutely. And that's a credit to Coach Sparling as well. That just doesn't always happen. That a lot of times comes with the culture that you develop as an overall athletic program or school, and then it goes to the parents, right? It's so much easier to coach kids that have a good work ethic and character and all that good stuff, and then, you know, makes life easier as a coach. But he's obviously done a good job with them. Another roll board on the long rebound.
I know we're going to get a foul here. I think that's going to be on Haven. Talk to me about these offensive rebounds, Brian. Are these just like fortuitous bounces, or is it a hustle thing?
Yeah.
Where is this coming from?
Well, fortuitous is beyond my vocabulary, but I'll just kind of guess what that means. But it just, when the shots are long, or, you know, long shots and long rebounds, and it's, you know, Northwestern has not been able to track those down, and I think St. Mary's just that much quicker to the ball.
Another one.
Again, they're just charging. They're just charging in there. No one's getting a body on them. So it's a two-way street. I think St. Mary's done a good job, but Northwestern's probably not done a great job keeping them off the glass. Got to get a body on them.
So that's where you hear in the stands at every game across the country. Box out, box out.
Yeah. Most of the time I cringe when they're yelling that, but you got to get a body. You just got to get a body early and then go after it. And right now I think Northwestern's doing a lot of watching.
28-21.
Got away with one there. Yeah. I think Miller got away with a reach there. Hansen gets a break.
Good foul.
It's a tough break for Northwestern.
Yeah, good foul though, right?
Oh, for sure. Yep. Make her earn another free throw strike.
Yeah, I mean, you don't want to just give it to her. A talented basketball player too. I mean, we touched on it before, but Madeline Hansen headed to DSU to play basketball.
So she's going to DSU. We got Radigan's going to go to Mitchell, Dakota Wesleyan, Coach Christensen, and a shout out to girls and women's basketball in South Dakota. Sam, it's good. It's really good. There's a lot of really good basketball on the girls' side, and it's evident by all the colleges that have had success, and they just recruit in their backyard, a lot of them.
And we're going to see that in the next game with Hamlin Chargers is Addison Neuendorf. Is it Addison Neuendorf?
She just verbal to Northern?
Northern, yeah.
Yeah, I saw that. Yes. Yeah, another example.
As a junior. Is that right?
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know if she's a sophomore or junior. I know she's not a senior.
You got her listed as a sophomore, or excuse me, as a junior that committed to Northern.
We got Northwestern with an old board there, Radigan on the line. They're just, I tell you what, Sam, it's 6 minutes. It's an 8-point game. If they can get a couple stops here and then stick with the game plan and get some looks down low, this can get interesting.
Yeah, the game's far from over. 6 minutes in high school basketball is an eternity. And like you touched on, I mean, 8 points is not much. A few possessions and you're right back in it. They got to make some free throws too, though.
Came up empty there. Oh, got away with a double.
Yep, saw that. You see those good handles there too. Good look, wide open shot. Gobbled up the rebound. There's good there.
Oh.
Turns it over right away. Another offensive rebound. I think if you're Northwestern and Coach Sparling, when you go back and watch this tape, I think you're gonna be a little frustrated.
Yeah, I think the rebounds will be the first thing that jumps out to them, for sure. And then just kind of looking at, hey, we struggle against the press at times, allowed a run in the third quarter because of it, and then we just didn't take advantage of our size inside.
Yeah, 100% agree with
it. Probably start with a
all
rebound.
Of that. Yeah. 5.5 here. Brian, what do you got to do to Northwestern if you're Northwestern to crawl back?
It starts just one at a time. Start cleaning up the glass, get some stops, and now offensively, see if we can get settled in, and this would be a good start getting into her hands.
There you go. There you go. Get Haven underneath.
Haven, good things happen when she touches it, huh? Pretty good things happen when Haven touches it. 6-point game.
Real quick, just like that, 6-point game. We are getting ready to throw it down here to our sideline reporter, the handsome and talented Mason Mogg.
Mason here for another interview. I've got
Jack Hansen.
Buddy's at it.
What do you guys think of the venue and just the game?
It's a very nice stadium. It's really big, and yeah, there's a lot of room for crowds.
It's very hype in here. It's very fun.
What do you think your team needs to do to pull this out here?
I think that we need to pass smart on the presses, and I think that we need to grab a rebound.
I think we need to have more hustle. Definitely very slow.
Yeah, let's keep the hype going here. Thanks, guys.
Thank you very much.
All right, shout out to the young man. We're gonna skip over the stadium portion.
Yeah.
But he dressed up. You know, he's got a nice tie on.
Yeah, no, they're in.
He's all business.
I like the hype comment. You know, hey, yeah, it's hype, right? I guess it's hype in here, Sam.
How about that? A Phoenix Sun sweatshirt, Brian. You see those very often.
Little flex out of the timeout here. Little flex out of timeout, trying to get a bucket.
I think at this point, are you really leaning on your 1,000-point scorer?
Yeah, I think just you're taking the best looks you can get here, but you're going to do it by some reversals. You're not going to be in too big of a rush. Good defensive stop there by Northwestern. See what we can do with it.
Big possession here. Big difference between 6 and 4. Ooh, she will pass it up.
You can see a little bump there on the cut. You can see both teams, Sam, even out of the timeout, they're tired, they're gassed, right? I think I just noticed it here a couple possessions ago, but I think the girls are gassed. There just hasn't been a lot of subs.
I think, and I could be wrong, but I think there's been 2 for the Cardinals, and I don't think there's been any for Northwestern.
Yeah,
I don't think we've seen 1 sub for Northwestern.
And they're obviously hurt with their depth there with some injuries, but it's a good rebound there.
There you go.
All right, now she's got to knock down a couple.
Yeah, she's got to knock down I feel like you got to get 1, right?
Yeah, I think it's hard right now, too. I don't know what Northwestern's done all year with their personnel necessarily, but if Coach Sparling's kind of looking at the score, he's looking at the clock, thinking, hey, well, maybe we put a little pressure on if we can get some buckets, especially off a free throw, 1 possession only. But I just don't know with the lack of depth if they can do a lot of that.
The Radigan's hit the back of the iron 3 times in a row here. Does she need to maybe make an adjustment, step back a little bit, or just keep doing what she's doing?
Do something like, oh, I thought we were going to do like that. Yeah, just had some opportunities there on the line. I'm sure she's frustrated. So I think Coach Sparling is probably looking at it saying, okay, do we have enough time? Which they do right now. Keep getting stops. And I'd just like to see Northwestern at least make St. Thomas guard them, or St. Mary's guard them down low here.
15 points for Haven. Radigan's got 11 rebounds. And another offensive rebound. Good move there. Attacks the basket. It's a good look at it. She's going to go to the line for 2.
Yeah, it's just been hard. It's just been hard for Northwestern on the boards there with those long rebounds. St. Mary's just quicker. They're quicker to the ball, and I think they're also anticipating better too.
Yeah, we talked about it at the beginning of the game. I asked you if we thought that the discrepancy in speed was going to play a factor. When I asked that question, I really didn't think it would play a factor in the rebounding, Brian.
Yeah, no, you're right. And it really has. It's been a lot quicker to the ball. And it's not an effort deal on the Northwestern side of it. It's really not. It's just, I think St. Mary's that much quicker to the ball and anticipating. Another missed free throw here.
Able to knock down the second one to extend the lead to 7. Back to the press here. Haven bringing it in this time.
Get it right back to the middle. That's fine.
Oh, we're gonna get Haven with one.
No, I think we got Hanson. She got clocked.
Yeah.
She's kind of got caught diving in there, and Haven just caught.
Looked like a shoulder, like right to the jaw or the face.
Yeah, everything unintentional for sure.
Oh, of course, yes.
But yeah, just one of the. She got clocked. She popped right up.
Tough girl.
Tougher than you, Sam. Is
That's
my
a
guess.
fact. That is a fact. That's a fact. Okay. Nice moves there. Gets it underneath. Yeah, you got to go to Haven.
How easy is that?
Points 16 and 17 for Haven.
Great pass.
17 points out of the 25 for Haven.
Great pass by Blockford. 5-point game. They're hanging around here. They're hanging around.
Yeah, and that's one thing that you don't ever want to do is let another team hang around. Hops against the three and maybe kicked it out. Corner three. Oh, another offensive rebound and another block. It's depth taxes offensive rebounds and blocks.
Yeah, it is. I don't mean to chuckle on, but we cannot get a board. Their best offense tonight has been chucking up the first shot and then getting a better look off the second shot or a foul. I mean, that's how they score, because they really on their first shots tonight struggled to score.
Yeah.
Just can't finish the possessions.
I think everybody maybe was waiting for a whistle there. It never came.
Just slow down.
Yeah. Don't turn it over. Don't turn it over. There you go.
Settle in. All right.
Get your offense set up here.
The four's just got to settle in here. Okay.
You can get it down to a one-possession game here, Brian, with 3 minutes left.
Yeah, there you go.
There it is. There you go.
Great job. Great job. Put a lot of pressure on St. Mary's there. They don't have an answer for that. Good timeout by Coach.
Here by Del Rapids, St. Mary's.
We'll talk it over.
Coach is hype. Student section's hype.
In the words of the Northwestern fella in the overalls down there, this is hype in here now.
It is hype.
Hype. Nice job by Northwestern, though.
Yeah. They've done it. But, I mean, look at your fans here, man. We're going to see some highlights here from Haven. She's got a 17-point performance. What has she got? 100 blocks by now?
Yeah, it's getting close to double digits. She's putting together a game.
Yeah, and so is Radigan. Radigan, I believe with that last 2 points that she got, I believe that is a double-double for Radigan.
Okay.
So 30-27 with 2:41 left here at the final quarter. It's exciting basketball.
It is. I'll tell you what.
We went into halftime, Brian, at 14-11.
Scoring outburst here.
It's incredible.
Basketball game broke out here. So Coach Gustafson doing a great job calling a timeout, getting St. Mary's calm down here a little bit. The question is, can they get a good look here, something other than a three, and maybe they're, this is a good option here. I thought she could keep going. Run. It's a good look, yeah.
Okay. Some good hustle there on the rebound. That's going to go to Northwestern.
Yeah, coming out of timeout, they got a good look there. Possession arrow plays a key factor here as the game finishes.
Brian, why is it important to get to the middle to break press?
Yeah, it's so hard. Work right there. It's a great job. Now just don't rush it. Oh,
there you go.
Look at Northwestern is up on their feet.
1-point game with 2 minutes to go. We do have a basketball game. Brian, I noticed that the student section for Northwestern get pretty close to the court. That's no technical foul or anything like that.
That's okay. Absolutely right.
Okay.
1-point game here. St. Mary's been on a drought here. I don't know. We have like 11-2 run here. Oh, she traveled.
Yeah.
Another stop.
Roberta Yeski says Uncle Dennis Smith, Aunt Linda, and Aunt Barb are cheering on the Wildcats. Go Cats.
Boy, that crew's pumped right now.
Yeah,
they're pretty fired up.
Appreciate you watching, Roberta. Get a timeout here by Northwestern.
Yeah, so they're down to one left, which will be key down the stretch here as well. Good timeout. You don't want to risk turning over at that point.
No, I mean, this is a big possession here. I mean, they can take the lead. And I'm pretty confident they haven't had a lead all game.
Yeah, you know, credit. You got to give credit where credit's due. Northwestern got down 11, and kind of you and I watching up here from afar, thinking that this one we might be buttoning her up, but they kind of hung on. And kept at 7, got it to 6, and then boom, all of a sudden now we're a 1-point game.
Yeah.
So credit to them, they're hanging in there. And St. Mary's just couldn't get anything to go. Same story. First half, they're still, they're right in it, but boy, it's just kind of caught up with them here in the fourth quarter, where they just haven't been able to convert it.
It's almost a tale of two halves. Like, I mean, we did same half, but different teams, right? Like, I mean, Del Rapids having St. Mary's having a hard time scoring. We saw that from Northwestern. Del Rapids and St. Mary's kind of came out quick, and like you said, Northwestern's just kind of hung around, and now they have an opportunity to take the lead. Great effort there by number 4. That's Addison Livers.
Yeah, and Tara Blatchford, she's played a nice second half. She's done a nice job. A little shaky in the first half, I thought. She's done a nice job settling in the second half.
Interesting inbound play, Brian. I'm not sure I've ever seen that. Charlotte Carta says go Wildcats, and Addison Sparling says go Cats. Appreciate you guys watching. Got a really good basketball game here with just under 90 seconds remaining. The winner goes to state and the loser goes home.
Getting a little clock at this point, going a foul. Oh, got her on the head, I believe. Just finally able to turn the quarter.
Is that your fault?
What's that?
Is that your fault?
My fault?
Yeah. You literally just said you can't foul, you don't foul.
It's twice, late clock, it just drives you nuts.
And then it was like half a second later.
I have post-traumatic stress syndrome on that from back in the day, I guess. I don't know, but yeah, it's tough. Nice job by St. Mary's. Let's see if she can convert.
Yeah, you got to make free throws, and neither team has really done that.
Okay, so we're...
I think they got one left, Brian.
Right. We're out?
Yep, now we're out. Corbin Smith's a proud daughter of Coach Sparling and sister to Josie Sparling. Go Cats. Julia Smith.
I think our whole listening audience is related to Coach Sparling.
I agree. But that's
awesome.
Yeah, tells you how respectful.
Everyone else in Northwestern is here tonight.
All right, so recapping the timeouts, Brian. 0 for Northwestern. All right, we've got a minute left here in a 2-point game. 31-29.
See what Coach had coming out, trying to get, this is frustrating, trying to get it in there. And Satter's made some nice looks in there, but she's also kind of just anticipated and thrown it without it really being there at times. So it's happened a couple different episodes there. So.
And right now, if you're the Lady Cardinals, it's just tick-tock, right?
Yeah, and you're going to take a layup, and if you're Northwestern, you don't need to foul. You have plenty of time here. It's a 2-point game. St. Mary's is going to probably milk it for a layup. See if they can get it, or to
and that's exactly
kind of
what's happening
this
right now.
point, next best shot. Probably put the ball in the hands of this one right here. Hansen, tough one.
Off the glass and bangs it home for 2. That's a big shot.
No timeouts left. Got to attack. Got to attack. You don't need a 3. Just get to the rim. You got to go. Put it up. Put it up.
Yeah, gotta shoot it. Gotta shoot it. I think that's gonna do it, Brian. That was such a clutch shot. Such a clutch shot by Madeline Hansen.
Everything you talk about, everything goes into games. At the end of it, typically having an individual to be able to make shots for you down the stretch. You have to have someone make a big shot. In this case, it was Hansen.
And the Del Rapids student section is losing their mind right now.
They went from dead quiet for the last 10 minutes to now they're fired up, rightfully so.
What a clutch shot off the backboard by the DSU commit. And then follows it up with the free throw. Makes it a 5-point game.
Yeah, credit to Northwestern. They kept back, got it to 1, did everything they could, just couldn't quite seal the deal. That's going to be it, though. St. Mary's going to be punching the ticket here, Sam.
And that'll do it. And look at that excitement from the girls. It's their first state tournament appearance in over 20 years.
That's great.
Congratulations to the St. Mary Lady Cardinals. Head coach Ed Gustafson headed to a state title. Or excuse me, headed to a state tournament. And if you're Northwestern and you're Coach Sparling, you have a very young team. You graduate 1 senior, and you have a lot to be proud of there.
Yeah,
no, Brian?
absolutely, absolutely. They could have kind of cashed her in there early in the 3rd, and they fought back, got it to 1, and credit to them and a great season with Coach Sparling, and congrats to Del Rapids St. Mary's going to the tourney.
Yeah, pretty impressive, and we'll be watching them at the state tournament and see what kind of run they can make.
Well, let's be honest. After the job we did tonight, maybe we get the call to go down there and call other games. Who knows, Sam?
Well,
I don't know if that's in our contract.
I don't know. What's your availability like? Is that something that you just drop everything and when PBS calls?
Let's not mess with hypotheticals that will never become real. But fun game though. Better second half. That was both teams. Both teams. I thought St. Thomas or St. Mary's went to a stretch there in the 4th, but they were able to close. But both teams competed, and St. Mary's had to earn it.
Final score is going to be 34-29. Congratulations to the Del Rapids St. Mary's Lady Cardinals heading to the state tournament. We'll turn it over to Ryan Neal, and Brian and I will sign off. Appreciate it, Brian. Good having you back, brother.
Good to be back, Sam.
Dakota Land player of the game.
Yeah, well, we got to go with Hansen.
Yeah.
Got to go with Hansen.
Yeah.
Nice job. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll go number 21, Madeline Hansen. And we'll be back for a second stream tonight. That's going to be... Yeah, so Madeline Hansen, number 21, she's going to be the Dakota Land player of the game. We give out one of these after every game, and I think pretty easy there with this one, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Highly sought after T-shirts in the area for sure.
Really is. It's, and this particular one that we have here is a 2X.
I was gonna say she's gonna be swimming in that.
Yeah, maybe we can find a little smaller one.
Yeah, that could be tough, but she'll take it nevertheless.
Yeah, for sure. All right, congratulations again to the Lady Cardinals, and congratulations to the Northwestern Wildcats on a successful season. Wish both programs all the luck. Appreciate everybody coming to Watertown. And Cam Corey will be back for the Sisseton Hamlin game.
Fans, you may join your team in the auxiliary gym
located on